good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Circle back to you once again here at the P.E.G podcast. That's positive energy generation, because we that for life. We're choosing the positive through the negative, because some of y'all are negative, okay? Me too. So we got to find the positive and keep holding on to that. And you know I'm always in my bag. I'm always in my bag when it comes to finding artists, when it comes to find how to uplift you, how to keep pushing you, showing that you can do it too. And you will never guess who I done ran into. I got my man Controverc in the building, man.
Yes. How you doing?
Feeling, bro?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm feeling real good.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling good, bro. You definitely looking good. Down
Thank
to
you.
the AWL.
Thank you.
Got the drip on.
I see you got yours on
You
too.
know what I'm saying?
Heavy on the support. I know
had
it.
to represent, you feel me? So make sure y'all guys go support after this. Buy the merch. Tune in, tap in with my mans, because I'm doing it for you. It's not just for me. So many artists or just people out there pushing their passion don't really know where to start. So I'm showing you that there's other people out there just like you.
That's a
All
fact.
right? Yeah, man. So let's dive into it. Controverc has been on to the podcast as far as Artist of the Week. And he got his this song that the dude sent in, bro, will really get your soul vibing. It's called Soul Ties, man. So we're going to learn more about him, why he picked that song, and then at the end, for all y'all nosy people, I will give out the social media, okay? Yeah, that's how I do it here. You already know. So, bro, let everybody know who is Controverc and how did Controverc become an artist. Why?
Well, Controverc became an artist, I would say, back in my high school years. It started with poetry, actually. I started writing poetry first.
Definitely could tell.
And, that led me into actually being an artist, because I also had a love for music first. I'm always a fan first of music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So, writing poetry, the love of music, I chose to go at it, and that's basically how I started, and I've been taking it seriously ever since I started it, and I've been doing it ever since, for real.
That's what's up. And in high school, was it hard to jump out there? You know, you got so many type of people looking at you, judging.
Well,
that's pretty deep. Start off in high school.
To be honest, that's kind of what also gave me a love and passion for it, because I realized that I believe that everybody wants attention in this world in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That's why everyone has a social media, because even a post, you want some sort of engagement. That means you want some sort of attention.
Yeah.
So my attention getter, when we used to do ciphers or freestyle battles, and the attention that would bring me was the excitement. So that was the motivation to keep going.
I like that. I like that. The feedback, people were like, oh, I like that.
Yeah. So it just kept going with the shit, and I've been doing it ever since, for real.
And that's what's up. That sounds like real passion. So what was the reason behind the love of this passion? Poetry. I mean, you got to get really deep when you start talking about poetry. I love poetry.
Because I was always intrigued by putting words together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, playing with words.
Even in school, I was good at the English classes, the poetry segments, or anything that dealing with writing, the essays or anything. I just always had a thing of putting words together. So the poetry love came from you're actually rhyming the words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the music. So be doing the poetry, the writing, and all of that, you wrap it all up in one. That was just the love created, for real. From poetry and writing, shit, I don't know.
Just as far as just the creation part itself, just the love.
Knowing how to write words and work with words, that was just the love and passion, turning into music, and then we've been go ever since.
Yeah, man, I love that. I am a poet myself. Like, I love poetry, man. I'm always in it. Like, Elizabeth Taylor is my favorite.
Elizabeth Taylor. I remember the name from way back when, but I'm not really knowing who poets are. I just like to write it myself.
Yeah. When I was in school, we used to go through different poetry. So I was like you. Like, I would excel in writing poetry when it comes to writing certain topics. I would excel at that part. Yeah. And I remember reading, of course, they'll tell you about Maya Angelou. She's a top poet.
Definitely know her top one.
So I was like, okay, I wonder how many other artists is out there, that I didn't know about besides the regular Maya Angelou. Right. And I ran across Elizabeth Taylor, and I was reading it, and I was like, yo, her wordplay is crazy. Yeah. I'm like you, the wordplay in poetry, you can really get something off of it. Everybody writes different. It's like you can do a 3-line to a 2-line. And and when you start thinking about that, you be like, hey, hold on, the creativity is real.
And that's what brought different rhyme schemes, and that's how I learned different rhyme schemes, because the poetry section, like the sonnets and the A, the B, the A, I just applied all of that to music, literally. I even call my style of music this day as I'm older, I call it poetry talk.
Yeah,
because I'm literally
talk,
feel as though I'm writing poetry just over a beat.
Yeah, it's really what it is. You really talking your shit as far as like how you feel, but you put it in a poetic way.
Right.
And you get you to tune in. That's where the vibes come in. Like
That's
when you
fact.
listen to Soul Ties, it's like you can hear the wordplay in it.
Yeah.
And it really make you tap in. You're like, damn, I felt that from the soul.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So appreciate that. Let's actually talk about Soul Ties since we're talking about poetry itself. You featured that as artist, as the song for Artist of the Week.
Yeah.
Why did you pick that particular song, and what about that song made you say, "Hey, this song right here is perfect to let people tap into"?
Because at the end of the day, it's my feelings. It's my feelings,
like
and
that. Yeah.
I think we had a conversation before the cameras came on about how you started this joint. And you said you started just because you felt as though people feel the same way as you feel.
Yeah, I really did.
You realize that.
Yeah.
So that's my reason of putting out music. My song topic and shit is different from what you averagely hear on the radio with guns and blah 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 blah.
Big facts.
And that's not really my thing. I want to touch the people different, and how I touch them is basically giving my personal feelings and hoping someone can feel the same way as I do.
Yeah, and that's the power of music.
Yeah.
You know, reaching a person through words.
Reaching a person through words.
I mean, everybody still think about the great Tupac, like his legacy
because
still.
His words.
Yeah, like Nipsey Hussle. At first, nobody I didn't know that was him. You know
I was
what I'm
on
saying?
Nipsey Hussle
before
all of that shit. Like, that's a fact.
I heard his music, but I couldn't have told you his name. I just know I'd be like, that Snoop Dogg dude. Like, he looks just like him, but he's fire with the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then when I seen one of his movies, I was like, the Snoop Dogg dude, bro. He looks just like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he do.
He played a lot of it was a B-roll movie that he played in, and he was supposed to be like Snoop Dogg's son. And I was like, yo, is it real? So when I looked him up, that's where I found out his name. And I was like, oh snap. But then once I saw that, he died, and I was like,
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle too.
Yeah, R.I.P. Because he's definitely legendary, and everything you speak in far as like putting it out to the community and stuff, like that's the type of things that he founded his life up on, as far as like giving back to the culture, really telling y'all how to tap into yourself in the community, and that's the stuff they don't want you to know in music. Like we can be together without causing problems. Like you don't have to cause problems in music.
That's a fact. That's a fact, a real big one.
Yeah, and I like that you're an example of that. You're not causing problems. I'm telling you what's my problem in life, and hopefully me telling you my problem, you can relate to keep going.
Exactly, and you don't have to put the guns and the sticks and all of that.
You don't. It makes you feel uncomfortable a little bit. You be like,
But I'm not knocking, whoever make that kind of music, because that may be their lifestyle.
Maybe their lifestyle.
So
they
that's what they
person.
talk about. They reaching their people, and that's them, not me. So
yeah, you said you gotta reach the audience that made for you, and
that's
poetic, lyrically, that's for you.
That's for me.
You wear that lane very well. And let's talk about the drip, man. You drip. Ooh. To the top, to the T, man. I like the chains. I'm fucking with the hat. I'm fucking with the collar shirt. Like, what's up with the merch, man?
Well, the End We Like clothing, that's a business me and my son started in 2012.
Wow,
that's what I'm saying? We've been going hard ever since. And basically, AWL stands for And We Like, which means unity. No individual can do it all without the help of somebody else. So that's how we're giving back to the community. We're bringing people together through fashion. I've always had the love for clothes since a jit.
Yeah, so, definitely fly. I'm not gonna lie, you definitely fly.
I just took it and made a business out of it. That's it. You know what I mean? And like I said, we've been going strong since 2012. You can find it at andwelike.com, our Instagram, AWL Clothing, and shop it.
Yeah, go tap in, because as you can see, the merch is lit. You know what I'm saying? I like that collar shirt, you feel me? Gotta keep grinding, man. And I like how you put that in your face, like keep grinding. It's like it's just not grinding, it's keep grinding.
Yeah, grinding and keep grinding is two different things.
Like when you look down at your shirt, you having a bad day, you like, damn.
Keep grinding.
I need to keep grinding, you feel me?
And it's also a mindset. That's a real important addition to our line, a very top seller too, because people realize that in this life, you really got to keep working. It don't matter if it's a 9 to 5, if you're hustling, if you're doing this, you got to keep grinding.
Yeah.
You're going to spend money till you die.
You're going to do that. So, hey, either you're going to invest it to yourself or you're going to invest it to somebody else. But you go spend that money.
Right.
And you talked about you built this brand with your son. That's legacy right there.
Absolutely.
What made you start building the brand with your son?
Because we always want to have something we can pass down to our kids. Yeah. I'm not really let me see. I'm not really I don't know how to explain it, but that's just my way of having something for my son, basically. Being that first of all, having the business of doing something I love, it makes it easy, and then I just bring them along to show them. So when I am long gone, you can continue, you make some money, have an outlet for some finances.
Keep grinding. Yeah,
you already know.
I like that. You putting those seeds out there, and then you also teaching him how to like not be afraid to jump out there with his dreams. Yeah, you gotta.
That's part of he played basketball. Shouts out to my son.
Shout out, man.
And I tell him about that all the time. It's confidence. You gotta have confidence. We all got it. We all gonna be a little scary, timid, and shit like that. But one thing about that really sat on my mind as I got older was the Nike shit. You gotta just do it.
You gotta just do it. No matter what it is, you just gotta do it.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, you say you never know what the finish line look like until you start.
That's a fact.
You can't even finish without starting. But you can start and you can finish along the way. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's journey is different. So I'm definitely behind it. Like you said, just do it. And I appreciate you actually passing that on through your legacy.
That's a fact.
Showing your child that, because we need this in this world. Our community need it.
Yeah.
And the kids need it, because they're a lot different than we were. You know, a lot of us outside trying to make things right. They're more inside, you know, and their mental, they show us that mental is important.
It is.
You know,
it is.
Especially being
important.
behind these computers and stuff.
Yeah.
So with that, having a child and then being able to be that main example, what is 2 characteristics that you, like, every day push to display in your child?
Keep grinding is one, and consistency.
Consistency.
No matter what you do in this world, you got to be consistent in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grades, you got to be consistent with
Gotta be
grades.
consistent, yeah.
With basketball, you got to be consistent of having good games every night. One game ain't good enough. Okay, then what?
Yeah, what happens after that? Yeah.
Being consistent. So that's what I preach to them. Keep grinding and being consistent.
Yeah, man. And they should go out to everybody out here. Y'all should keep grinding.
And
be consistent. Like, no matter what you're doing, like whether you start a podcast, whether you start a business, like, you're not going to know every do and don't.
Right.
You're not. You can research 1,000 categories on YouTube, and you won't know all the steps that it's supposed to take.
And you learn it along the way.
Yeah, because the experience, they can't give you that. They can give you, hey, this was my experience, and you can look out for it, but they can't give you that experience.
That's a fact. You got to create your own experience.
Right, and I like that. So what would you say, as you saw yourself building this business and through the experience that you've had, what has been one challenge through building the brand that you have faced, but you learned something from it?
To be honest, one thing that I've learned is support from family members. It's very much lacking. You know what I'm saying? Where you think that would be your door opener for confidence.
You thought it would be.
But it's the total opposite.
Yeah.
It's the strangers that show you love. It's the people you meet along the way. It's the people that can create opportunities that you meet along the way. And that's one thing I learned for real. It's not the family support that you'll get always. It's the support from strangers that will open other doors for you to reach the success level that I'm trying to get to.
And they'll believe you faster than your family will, like you said. So, hey, if you're looking to start and you're looking at your family, just go ahead and get the no right now. Get it out the way.
And
let them tell you that.
Shouts out to the few family members that do support it, and we like, that's not to you.
That's not to you, you feel me?
I got, black people got 1,000 cousins. I can now name on the damn finger the cousins that done supported.
Yeah. Shout out to the cousins that have supported. Shout out to the cousins that have supported. The family that supported. And same as shout out to my family that supported me, bro. Yeah. Because you got the ones, like you said, that will support, but the ones that didn't, continue to watch. Because my boy's coming up, so you go see the merch all over, all right?
That's a fact.
So it's a legacy where you're going to see it through him, you're going to see it through his son. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and you're going to see it through the supporters. Through the supporters.
You're going to be like, bro, I know him, but I don't know that person. It's going to get real weird when they watch a stranger show you love, bro.
That's a fact. Because, at the end of the day, no business can go without the supporters. So you always got to be appreciative of all your supporters, and I'm appreciative of all of mine.
Definitely, man. Definitely got to continue to show the love. What are some future projects you got coming up? Because you controversy, man, so I know you got a lot in your bag.
We just dropped a new video, Do Not Disturb. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. It's on Spotify and all that shit, Do Not Disturb. And we got a lot more videos coming this year. I'm thinking about dropping a project, but I really like just dropping songs and getting the temperature from people, see if they like it. Grow the anticipation, and then I'll start to think about a project. But I'm going to just maintain working for real. Dropping songs, dropping videos.
Keep going, man. Yeah, I like it, man. So as an artist, people that's watching, whether they started or not. They want to start a business, and they see you doing it. They see you with the merch, and they see you with the everything. What is three starter things you would tell them to start with? Like, if they want to start a business, what are the first 3 things you advise them to do?
Save your money, because you're going to need money to invest.
Save it.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
And then implement your plan. Execute it, because you can always have a plan, but if you don't execute that plan, it's just a plan.
Facts.
Save your money, create a plan, execute the plan.
Yeah. Go get it. Save your money. Okay, stop being broke. Save your money. You ain't got to flash it. Save it. All right, invest into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to invest in yourself.
Right.
And, bro, be consistent. Keep it grinding. Keep it
Create
going.
A plan,
right? Create a plan, man. What's that song? It was a movie with Will Smith with Serena Williams. King
James.
Yeah, whatever their dad name. Yeah. And he had said something in the movie. He was like, I planned their future before they was even here. He had he planned the steps. When they got here, he went through the steps and he executed. And they are in the position that they are now. Yeah. So make that your motivation. You know, plan it, execute. And he didn't go spend their money before they got here. He saved it. He worked hard to make sure they had to get it and put them in them doors. So put yourselves in those doors and those positions by, like you said, save your money, plan it, write it down, and execute, okay? And if you ain't got nothing else from it, I don't know what to tell you, man. Shout out to social media, let everybody know where they can tap into my man Controverc at.
You can find me, oh, my bad.
It's okay.
You can find me on Instagram at Controverc33 and at AWL Clothing. You can find me on YouTube. Just put in Controverc, 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 and for the merch, andwelike.com. andwelike.com. That's that simple.
Yeah, man. And support. That's a
fact.
Right? Yeah. With the biggest supporters, it's the strangers, not your family. Get off that high horse. But the ones that are taking time to support you, tell them thank you. Say thank you, because they didn't have to. You feel me?
Absolutely.
And if nobody told y'all today, tomorrow, yesterday that they love you, know that Shar loves you on the P.E.G podcast. My man Controverc love you, okay?
Much love to everybody.
We love y'all, so stay inspired, man. One thing before we go, I always got to ask some random questions, so we all have petty moments, man. So what is the most pettiest thing that you ever done in a relationship?
The most pettiest thing I've ever done in a relationship?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to incriminate myself.
Don't incriminate yourself.
The pettiest thing I ever done. Man, I think I've done a lot of petty shit. We got to get back to that. We want to do a part 2 of this shit, because I don't even know. I've done a lot of petty shit. I don't even want to know. I don't even know.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of us like that. Some of us is so petty, bro. I don't even know no more. Man.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Check
your shoestrings. I don't know.
I'm trying to really think, though. I don't know what I've done. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, it's cool though. It's a lot of people out there that does some petty stuff. So if you done some petty, like taking the shoestrings out somebody's shoes, hiding all the right shoes and not getting them shoes, stop being petty. Yeah, that's petty.
Oh, I got one.
All
right. So I had did the laundry, and my ex-girlfriend, she left some clothes, and we weren't fucking with each other, and I threw them hoes away.
Yeah, she's like, where my favorite skirt at?
I threw the clothes away. So if that's called petty shit, that's what the fuck
I'm sorry, man. I ain't want it no more.
I ain't want it no more.
I understand. Sometimes you gotta clean that energy out, man.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
I don't want nothing that connected us. It gotta go.
Gotta go. Cut them soul ties, like you said. Hey, man. Continue to tap in, continue to live to inspire, again, support, follow my man, and we're going to continue to uplift you, love you, and see you again here at the P.E.G podcast. Let's go.
Appreciate you for having me. You already know.
Already, man.
Love.